What's up everyone, Nick from YouGameAddy with my updated Winged Dragon of Ra deck profile. The new structure decks with Ra and Obelisk. I've done it in a previous video, so if you want to see that video, links in the description. This is an updated Winged Dragon of Ra deck. Hope you guys will enjoy the video. Without further ado, let's start, shall we? Alright, starting us off, 2 copies of the Winged Dragon of Ra. This card is highly searchable, so this card only requires 2 cards and can be brought back from the graveyard with a card like Ancient Chant. So 2 copies is what's required. 2 copies of Sphere Mode, a nice way to clear your opponent's board up by sacrificing 3 monsters to summon Ra. And when it's summoned Ra this way, it has 4,000 points. 3 copies of Guardian Slime. This card is basically the way to summon out Ra much quicker. Basically, when you take damage, you special summon this card from your hand, and then you can use this card on its own for fusion material to summon Egyptian God Slime. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can use this card's ability to search for any card with the Winged Dragon of Ra in its text from your deck to your hand. So this card is the searcher. 3 copies of Ra's Disciple. Now, I do know full fact that this card is not very good, and I do know that. But it is an Egyptian. This is a Ra deck. I wouldn't put this card in Obelisk or Slifer. This is a Ra deck, and it's Ra's Disciple, so that's why I'm going with 3 copies. It's a nice way to summon out 3 monsters, but at the same time, I know this card's not very good, but it just feels right, you know. 3 copies of Reactor Slime. A nice token generator. Basically, you can when this card during your main phase. You can special summon 2 slime tokens basically summon 2 slime tokens, and then during your opponent's main phase you contribute the reactor slime to add metal reflect slime from your deck or graveyard and place it into your spell and trap card zone. 1 copy of Dino Wrestler Pankotrops. It's a nice special summon, and it's got 2600 attack points, which is very nice to go towards the sacrifice of Ra. And for hand traps, I've just gone with Ash Blossom for now, 3 copies of Ash Blossom. And that's the monsters. I'll just go on to the spell cards now. Right, 3 copies of the Ancient Chant. This card searches for Ra and gives you the additional ability to normal summon Ra, and then you can banish this card from your graveyard to have Ra gain attack points equal to the total attack of the monsters tributed. 3 copies of Soul Crossing. This card came out literally in the structure decks, and this card is very handy to have. It allows you to sacrifice your monsters as well as your opponent's monsters. With Sphere Mode, you can only sacrifice your opponent's monsters, but with Soul Crossing now, you can literally sacrifice mine and your monsters, and it's a quick play spell as well, so you can even do it during your opponent's turn, which is really, really useful. 1 copy of Monster Reborn. 2 copies of Millennium Revelation. This is so I can use Monster Reborn for Ra. So basically, you discard 1 Divine Beast monster from your hand to add Monster Reborn, and then you can send this card to the graveyard, and then you're allowed to use Monster Reborn to bring back Ra. 2 copies of Blaze Cannon. This is the attack of Ra. But I just want to try and get the OTK out as quickly as possible, especially now that I'm running 2 copies of Concentrating Current. So basically, what it does is that you select one of your monsters, and then it gains attack equal to its own defense. And with Ra, if you use the ability of Ra, especially when it comes to Ancient Chant, or if you use the ability to pay out all but 100 life points, this card technically doubles the attack points of Ra, so this card has the capability of doing an OTK. 3 copies of Pot of Extravagance, just for draw power, as the extra deck is not that important, and 2 copies of Man of the Bound Creator to protect my Winged Dragon of Ra from card effects. And that's the spells. I'm going to go into the trap cards now. I'm going to have 1 copy of Metal Reflect Slime, as this card is searchable via Reactor Slime from the deck or graveyard. So I'm going 1 copy. 1 copy of Soul God Unification. It's basically the Mystic Walk of the Archetype. Basically, you tribute Ra and you gain all your life points back. And then you go 3, and I've gone 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, just to hinder your opponent. And that's the traps. I'm going on to the extra deck now. 3 copies of the Egyptian God Slime. Like I said, the only main important card in the extra deck. The rest are just filler, basically. But this card counts as 3 tributes towards any monster. So the Egyptian God cards are very fortunate to have this card. And then if you use the Ancient Chant to banish for the graveyard, Winged Dragon will automatically gain 3,000 points. And then literally the rest is just all filler. Gone with Deco Talker, Cross Sheep, Borlow Dragon, Nightmare Phoenix, Access Code Talker, So use your Skull Dread, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Bertie Anaconda, Zeroboros, plus Soldier of Chaos, Trisbana, and Bull Sword Dragon. This is absolute filler. Pot of Extravagance, it literally can run right for this deck. If you can summon these monsters, great. Or if you don't have Pot Extravagance, then maybe you can go for some lower level Nightmare monsters and stuff like that. But Pot of Extravagance is definitely needed for this deck, as the extra deck is not important at all. The only monster that's important in the entire extra deck is actually Egyptian God Slime, and that's the extra deck. I'm just going on to the side deck now. Alright, side deck, and this is where the expensive cards are, to be honest with you. Triple Tactic Talents, 3 copies of just for compensation in case your cards get negated. 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon, Red Eyes Fusion, and Dark Magician for the Dragoon play. 3 copies of Effect Veiler. Nice way to negate your opponent's card effects. 3 copies of Lightning Storm to reference of Ra's anger against Odeon. Nice way to blow up your opponent's field. Yeah, I know they're expensive, but literally, I'm not telling you to use it, but this is what cards are in the side deck. 1 more copy of Sphere Mode, just in case your opponent has more troublesome boards and you really need to have 3 copies, just get rid of it. And 2 copies of Blazing Millforce, once again referencing the Winged Dragon of Ra's fiery power and protection to Marek and everything. So Blazing Millforce, I just put 2 copies in for reference again. And that is the side deck. And that's it, guys. That is my updated Winged Dragon of Ra deck profile. The last video I did was, well, it's actually my most popular video so far at 1,200 views. I'm slowly getting there and making more time for the deck profiles. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile as well. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out any more videos. And click on the bell icon because I'm going to be doing a slide for an Obelisk deck pretty soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them together or separately, but it won't be tonight. It'll either be tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, don't miss out on that. Click on the bell icon. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this deck profile. And that's it, guys. And I'll see you next time.